Is it me you're looking for? Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hello, my beautiful lovelies. How are you doing? God bless every single one of you. I hope you're having a great day. Oof. Ghostface. Ugh. Ugga mugga. We can wait. We don't need no Ghostface daily. Boo. We don't need no Ghostface daily. Do 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 do. We don't need no thought control. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. Thank you, God. I don't know, but the day seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no fog. Mama cooked her breakfast with no clog. I can't believe today was a good day. Let's go, baby. Let's have a good day. We can do it together. Let's do it together, my lovely friends. You know, Brother Love loves you guys. I hope you have a great day. I don't think I remember to tell you guys yesterday, so I want you guys to make sure that you keep your eye on the 10-year bond. I noticed some of you guys, that's like, you've never heard of such a thing before as the 10-year bond, right? Well, I hadn't either, so don't feel bad. I just learned about it this year, in fact. 10-year bond's super important. Let me take a look at some stuff real quick. Since Brother Love loves you guys, I gotta tell you, you really need to invest in your portfolio. You really need to plan ahead, ladies and gentlemen. You really need to plan ahead. Here, let's take a look. So the 10-year Treasury note is the secret to economics. When the debt market crashes, the stock market will crash. Okay? And the housing market might crash. But 100% for sure, the US dollar will crash. And I can explain all these things. It's much more simple than you think. But this is real money. But the problem is, at 3% interest, which it's actually gained 1% this last year. I want to point that out. See, look at the 52-week range right here. And over a year ago, it was 0%. At 3%, this is a guaranteed loss for investors. Okay? Guaranteed loss. But when you see this number jump up to 8%, things are going to change drastically in America. They're going to change drastically. Because people are going to take their money out of the stock market, which is play pretend money, where we pay insurance so we can get 9% instead of 1% returns on our investment. They're going to take their money out of the pretend area and they're going to put it in the 10-year Treasury that I just showed you. Because that's going to be a guaranteed win. When that happens, lots of bad stuff's going to happen. So get your rice, get your beans, get yourself sustained, get your little farmstead going. You know, you can keep rabbits in your garage, nobody will ever know. Get your boomstick, get your ammo, get your rainwater sorted out. And it's not nearly as complicated as people make it out to be. So let's talk about the simplicity of it. You guys remember when we stole $1 trillion from another country just recently? You guys remember that? Well, see, we have this thing where the US dollar is the standard for how we price oil, right? It's a really good thing. And we've had it for 70 years, which is why we've been the #1 country for 70 years. Well, when we stole that money, the country that has a lot of the oil, the grade A sweet oil that you need to make things like kerosene, gasoline, stuff like that, they decided that, you know, they're only going to accept payment in rubles. And then the United Arab Emirates told, or OPEC, told China that we will accept trade into yuan. So what does this do? Instead of being the valuable standard unit of measure, or all around the world the US dollar has power, all of a sudden it's getting its power cut into a third. And we're going to feel the ramifications of that. Just like England, people forget history. England, the pound used to be the gold standard currency in the world. And when it was removed from the gold standard currency, it felt the sting, right? Well, the other major problem that we have is, unfortunately, we're printing 2 days worth of money for every day. In the last 2 years, we printed as many US dollars as we had in existence. This is no bueno. This is why inflation is happening. And a lot of people get confused about inflation. They try and blame it on stuff like wars and stuff like that. Inflation is simply an indicator of the value of your dollar and the number of bills of your dollar. So the fact that we've doubled the number of bills is actually why inflation is going up. It's actually quite simple. It's not nearly as complicated as people make it out to be. Why is this important to you? Because the people who are in charge of making sure that we don't have inflation have just decided not to do their jobs. They're named the Federal Reserve. Their one job specifically is to prevent inflation and to keep the US dollar strong. Instead of doing their job, however, they've decided, let's print as many dollar bills as we possibly can and ruin the value of the US dollar, right? Which is very bad. How'd that miss? Oh my gosh! This girl's a witch! She's a wizard! She can't be touched by a mallet! I hit her twice and neither one of them hit her. Basically the system's rigged for us to fail. And there's nothing that you can do other than to protect yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Get some rice, get some beans, get some gold. Be ready. Because prices aren't coming down. You remember the lie that they told when prices started going up already? A little while ago. They said, oh, this is going to be a temporary inflation. A transitory. Look it up on Google. Transitory inflation. Well, that was a lie. No such thing as transitory inflation. Supply and demand and number of bills must correct itself. It's a system that must correct itself. There's nothing transitory about that. They got her off on the first hook. My goodness gracious. I can't believe it. So all four of them are right here. Good team already. Very first game of the day got a good team. I thought with me playing with two team members, it would be safe to ignore her. That was a stupid decision on my part. And again, we missed her for the third time, but that time it was dead hard. Can't help that. Yeah, this is looking bad. We totally screwed up. It's 100% my fault. I'm sitting here talking about inflation. I should be focused on the video game. Nah, I'm joking. Inflation is more important. Oh, hey guys. How are you doing? Yeah, I was just sitting here talking about inflation and this team was actually doing good stuff around me. Shame on me. This is game number 91, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not in a rush. I don't care what happens. I'll just be frank with you. We're just playing our 10 games and having a good day. Yeah, I was playing with 2 team members, never guessing in a billion years that there was going to be a third one right there to unhook. Silly me. I'm a silly goose. I'm a silly goose, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? Sit down, son. Oh, what's wrong, ladies and gentlemen? We don't want to play all of a sudden? Don't want to play all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen? Why not? Why don't we want to play? We're not having fun anymore? We're not having fun anymore, guys? So weird. It's so weird we're not having fun. I will be with you, beautiful chatters. I just seen him right over here. Have fun with you, beautiful chatters, in just a second. He wants to run. He wants to run. She threw this pallet. Okay, we got an unbreakable. That's bad. Yeah, what can you do? Unbreakable is a heck of a perk, right? It sure is. Dude, good movement. Good pathing by this guy. Good pathing, my dude. Good pathing. Now you messed up. Take a seat, son. Okay, so they found my totem, but they're both injured. They got the third pickup. Bad. Bad, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Yeah, I'm coming for you. Put you back on the ground. Got no idea where the other ones are. Oh, they're resetting. That's bad for me. Ugga mugga. I was not hoping for the reset. Let me just say. Scratch marks right here. They were downstairs. Yep, they sure were. How many times does this dude get to stand up, guys? What's he got? Soul Guard? Well, whatever he's got, it completely screwed me over this match, I'll tell you that much. Well, there went our 2K, turned into a 0K, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, this dude just kept standing up. Good team, good perks, nothing I can do about it. That's a winning strategy, ladies and gentlemen. A team has perks like that, that's a winning strategy. And there she goes. Yeah, there ain't much I can do about that, unfortunately. You guys ready to leave? You guys ready to leave? I know the other girl's over here, I just couldn't see her. Yeah, she opened the door. You ready to dead hard? You are. It's an awful lot of work for a 1K. Come on, guys. Give me something a little bit better than that. I did everything I could. I did everything I could. Just the team had the perfect build to counter anything that I did. Good job, team. At least we got a 1K. GG's. Because what happens is every time you print one single dollar bill, right? It takes a fraction of the value from every other dollar bill that you Sanctum of Wrath. Every other dollar bill in existence. Boom. Good team. GG. Yeah, that one guy must have Soul Guard. Because he stood up twice. Prove thyself, kindred, streetwise. Decisive, dead heart, iron will, borrowed time. Gonna live forever, kindred, dead heart, spine chill. Circle of healing, dead heart. Oh, they're cheaters! Guys, this team's cheaters! You're some stinking scumbags! This guy didn't have Soul Guard. He didn't have Unbreakable. I was chasing the only person, and yet he picked himself up. There's some stinking cheaters. Well, let's add that to the list. No wonder we couldn't win. No wonder. It's kind of pathetic. Not gonna lie. It's kind of pathetic, guys. Sanctum of Wrath. Yep. Wow. Wow. I was chasing the only person who could pick him up, and then he stood up while I was chasing the dude. Go back and look at the video. Yeah, these dudes definitely cheating. Kind of pathetic, guys. You're kind of pathetic. Not gonna lie. Wow. Hey guys, how are you doing?
I love you.
How'd you stand up the first time? Hey, Plastic Hearts, how'd you stand up the first time, buddy? Who picked you up the first time? I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just asking, how'd you stand up the first time? You know when I was chasing the guy with the yellow raincoat and then all of a sudden you stood up? So you're telling me while I'm chasing the guy with the yellow raincoat, he picked you up? Is that what you're saying? I guess it's possible. Let me be completely honest. I guess it's possible, but I seem to remember 3 people being on the ground when I was chasing the guy with the yellow raincoat. Again, I could be wrong. You guys were great. I take nothing away from you. Maybe we'll let you two decide. It's always interesting to get an opinion away from Brother Love, because Brother Love's always going to err on the side of cheating. But nevertheless, thank you so much for the follow. God bless you. I hope your family is happy and healthy. Your team did fantastic. Yeah, thank you for coming in and giving your point of view. I was just curious how you got picked up the first time. The second time syringe makes sense to me. That makes sense. The first time, though, I could swear that I had 3 people down as I was chasing the raincoat. Apparently, I'm mistaken. Apparently, the raincoat must have picked you up before. I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's just a video game. You guys did fantastic. The fact that you guys unhooked her while I was playing with 2 teammates was pretty impressive. Hey, Iron Anger, shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. Anyways, Gigi, I just wanted to know. You don't got questions when things happen? I like to know. I just like to know. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, back to inflation. The subject we were talking about at the beginning. Guys, make sure that you're invested in rice and beans. Oh, man. We have 1 whole crock full of eggs that are limed. I don't know what you want to call them. A lot of people call it glassed eggs. They'll last for 2 years. Things are looking interesting in life, I tell you that much. Hey, they found that journalist alive. That's good news. You guys hear about the journalist in Ukraine? One journalist was snuffed out, and another journalist was interrogated for a week or something like that. Thank God he's alive. Coach Red Pill, something like that. Let's go, baby. So that's some good news. It's always good to hear the good news. He was on the Duran, but since they didn't have the video cameras on, I don't know. I like to see people's faces when they're talking about politics and stuff. So I kind of didn't listen to most of that one. I'm going to be honest with you. I heard that the United Kingdom lifted sanctions against somebody last night, and is going to allow bank transfers of rubles or something. I don't know. It's sanctions. How one country punishes another country, right? Well, from the penthouse to the outhouse. Today we're in the penthouse. What's going to happen tomorrow when half the world hates us and we're the ones being sanctioned? That's what you guys got to worry about, the future. Be prepared. Don't worry. Just be prepared. Be prepared. Everything will be there. It turns out that, you know those preppers that everybody made fun of for years? You know what? Them cats was on to something. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to love watching like the prepping shows and the shopping shows where people would take all their coupons and they'd get like $1,000 worth of stuff for free. I used to love shows like that. Yeah, them preppers had it right the whole time. Let's go, baby. Let's have a fun game. We had a fun game last game, too. I don't take this game too personally, and I'm going to be honest with you. Face camping the way I am, there's nothing a team could do to me to make me rage quit or anything. Brother Love likes face camping like a hog likes slop. Good movement. Hey, you got me, baby. You got me. Might as well chase her. She seems to have you know what I'm saying? She seems to have a pair on her. And I like the survivors that have a pair. They're my favorites. Your movement is crazy good, girl. Jeez. Nah, I'm gonna keep you here. How about that? How about I keep you here? How's that sound? Her blood trail disappeared. I heard her jump across the pallet, though. That's why her blood trail disappeared. Somebody put up a totem. That's great. That sucks. That's really bad for me. Bad timing. What can be done? Nothing. You guys aren't the one I want. I want the one that snuck away because of the totem. Man, how lucky was that totem? Seriously. How lucky was that totem? Disgusting. Disgusting. Now, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth, baby. I have my eyes only for you. Only for you, baby. Brother Love's coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, baby. You know this is a dead end, right? You're so weird. Oh, you're one of those. I got you. You're one of those. Well, I couldn't even get her to a hook. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Can I get her to it? Yeah, I can. I can get her to this hook. Hey, sweetie, what's up? Did you get some good sleep?
Hey.
Let me just deal with this toxic survivor real quick. There we go. Yeah, that totem placement was perfect, man. Perfect for them. I'm not worried about you guys. She's easily your best runner. I'm worried about making sure she dies. She's the one that's got to die. I don't care about the rest of you guys. Let's go ahead and hook you real quick. Where did Miss Fancy Pants go? I didn't see her drop down. She jump in a locker or something? That's weird. I seen her run across as I was picking this girl up, but then when I went around, she wasn't there. Good movement. What can I say? Good movement. Not the end of the world. We got a gate 99. Yeah, I figured you was still here somehow. I mean, with the gate being 99 and everything. Nah, I'm not leaving her. You can forget that. I'm just gonna stand right here and wait. I don't think so. I don't think so, honey. Looks like you ran out of time, sweetheart. Looks like you ran out of time, sweetie. So sad. It's so sad, brother love. It's so sad. It's so sad. I'm just gonna wait for you to stand up. Not in a rush. Well, GG, I guess. You lose. You lose. The Eerie of Crows, ladies and gentlemen. The Eerie of Crows. See, we got a 2K. That is most excellent. Well, sweetie, did you put the leash on it? Remember the talk about the leash, sweetheart? You go put the leash on it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let me be right back. I gotta go get a dog. I'll be right back. Good bugger. Hey, at least we got a 2K. That worked out great. Yeah, I thought she was still upstairs. I reckon I looked in the wrong lockers, my guess. Alright, I'm back. Whew. We're training the puppy to come in when we call it. It did good at first, but it's been hard-headed lately. So the way that we taught our other dog when it did the exact same thing is you put a collar on it, and I don't know what you call these little devices. You walk your dogs with them. A dog walker? I don't know. It's like a little spun up thing on the inside with cord, and you connect a little clicker to the dog collar, and then you could just bring them inside, you know. So I take it outside with the collar, and I just bring it in. Simple fix. And eventually the dog's going to learn when I go in, it needs to go in. Hey, let's go, baby. Another day, another dollar, another beautiful day. Yeah, it's going to be impossible for anybody to, other than my family, to upset me when I'm face camping. I'm going to be honest, the system is rigged, especially at high MMR. The system's rigged against killers, and we need any kind of advantage we can get at all. So, you know, there's some games where I don't even get a single hook at high MMR. Like, so how are you going to 12 hook that game? Now, part of that is because I'm playing Bubba, and Bubba can be ran perfectly, whereas Demogorgon, you mostly get your downs. But the difference is Bubba defends hooks better than Demogorgon does. I need somebody who can get the downs and defend hooks better than Bubba. Maybe the Huntress. Maybe I'm playing the wrong character. Maybe I should face camp on the Huntress a little bit. She's really good at face camping. Trying to think of some other killers who are good at face camping. Really, Bubba's strength is the fact that he can down multiple people. If you were good with Oni, maybe Oni would be, but I'm a terrible Oni player. Myers, if you use his ability just at unhooks, would probably be pretty good. I don't know. Myers seems a little unreliable to me. This is a fair map. There's nothing wrong with this map. Do 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 do. I was gonna say I knew I was gonna get that hit before she made the pallet. If she made the pallet, I would have cried the most bitter tears you've ever seen in your life. It would have been big sad for Brother Love. And they still got a gen done with an instant down. Welcome to high MMR, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, the DC. That's what I want to see, baby. That's what I want. Thank you, sir. Let's see, we got any kind of a 3-gen going on here anywhere? Not that I could see. This guy obviously knows how to run, or he wouldn't be doing this. Bad survivors don't try and get your attention and then try and run with you. It just doesn't happen. Thank you, sir. Best pallet in the game? I'll take that. There's one more super safe pallet here, based upon the number of tractors that there are. Yeah, I'll let you go back in this direction. Don't care about that. Not in a rush. We got a DC. We're happy. I'm gonna be completely honest. What, are you just running from pallet to pallet like a loser? Yes, you are a loser. That's right, genius. Stay on the pallet. Brilliant! Brilliant! So smart.
Ugh.
Well, we know where two women are, don't we? We sure do. They both run this way? I think they did. I think they both ran that way. I think she wants to heal her. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's not standing there healing her. Scratch marks right here. Scratch marks right there. What we doing, baby? Giving Brother Love the old Texas two-step? The old Texas two-step, my love? Sweetie, I got time. I ain't in no rush. We got all the time in the world to watch you guys die. All the time in the world. It's a fair trade. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Huh. Where'd this chick go? Her blood completely disappeared. It was a little suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. Blood doesn't tend to do that. You think so, Pinhead? I don't know, man. Pinhead's ability is it's not reliable. You know what I'm saying? His ability just isn't reliable. Like Huntress Hatchet, super reliable. Pinhead landing his shot, super unreliable. That's the great thing about me. You just hit the person that's unhooking. The rest is just gravy. You ready for some gravy, baby? My little banana. You ready for some gravy? I can press E, daddy. I'm a big girl, look what I can do. I can press E like an esports star. I was super impressed, Banana. That was the greatest E I've ever seen in my entire life. It's about the cube. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Iron Anger. The cube is quite powerful. When there's only 3 people, the cube's way stronger. The problem is that my ELO, by the time one person dies, a good team's out. Like, legit. By the time one person dies, the rest of the team's leaving the exit gates. So I can't really face camp with him at this ELO. That's my concern. That's my concern. GG's, guys. Very fair map. Great outcome. I'll buy that for $1. Do 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 do. I can count, bro. There were 4. Just one accepted their fate. Let's see. Wrecker's Yard. Wrecker's Yard. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Beautiful little 4K. Mwah. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Magnificent. And we had a DC. We actually get a lot of DCs on the Wrecker's Yard for some reason. Isn't that weird? like we get a lot of cheaters on Raccoon City and Ormond. That's our two biggest cheating maps. We get a lot of DCs on certain maps too. It's so weird. Boom. Oh, well, welcome to Dead by Daylight, buddy. I'll take what I can get. You guys ever hear the saying, don't look a gift horse in the mouth? Brother Love takes what he can get. If I can't get it by skill, I'll take it by luck. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good pupper? You are. Yes, you are. I love you. Oh, you're such a good girl, Emma. Oh, you're such a good girl. You guys ready for a song? Let's sing a song. It is song time, my lovelies. Brother Love's feeling a little spicy this morning. I think I forgot to take my medicine yesterday. I'm gonna be honest with you. So one of the side effects of the medicine is you forget. You have a short-term memory loss. It's the worst. It's the worst. So I can't ever remember if I took medicine or not. So I'm taking it now. Yeah, you would know better than me, Iron Anger. I haven't played him enough. I believe you. The Rusty with the engineers thing? Really? Okay. I'm trying to think of some build for Pinhead involving either make your choice or devour hope to quickly tunnel someone out to let the keyboard go to work. Yeah, as long as you get the hit on the unhooker. I hate make your choice. Make your choice is... I hate it. I'm just going to be honest with you. You have to be so far away from the hook. I just don't love it. I just don't love it. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong, and they are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves you. Yes, Jesus loves us. The Bible tells us so. Jesus loves me, he who died. Heaven's gates to open wide. He will wash away my sin. Let his little child come in. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves you. Yes, Jesus loves us. Rocky Balboa right here. The Bible tells us so. Jesus loves me still, though I'm very weak and ill. From his shining throne on high, comes to watch me where I lie. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves you. Yes, Jesus loves us. The Bible tells us so. Which reminds me, I need to unsubscribe from something on Amazon. I have a subscription I need to manage. Let me go to my account. Let's go to subscriptions. Hey, sweetheart, what's up?
I can't get the dog to eat his medicine. I've covered it in cheese and covered it in peanut butter.
And he won't just eat it?
He just spits it back up.
Well, after this game, I'll just go put it down his throat real quick.
Okay.
It's not going to be a big deal. Huh. How do you find that? How do you find your subscription? Oh, here they are. Memberships and subscriptions. I need to unsubscribe from something. Well, this wasn't what I was thinking about at all. All subscriptions there. That should help out. Nope. I'm gonna have to Google it. Gosh, I hate Googling stuff. Well, these are the ones that I subscribe to. It's so funny. You'll find things super easy one time, and then the next time you realize that you're an old man and you just want the kids to get off your lawn. You know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever felt that way? It's probably just me. Get off my lawn, you young whippersnappers. Do 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 do. There's a witch! Wow, they did a gen in that amount of time. That is sick. Baby brother love don't miss. I don't be missing with them hits, baby. Oh my gosh. You should have hit me with the pallet. Put me out of my misery, man. They finished the gen. Saboed the hook. They've done everything that they possibly can at this point. Good job, guys. You're amazing. You're good. I'm bad. I get it. I get it. I understand what's happening here. You guys are above my level, right? That's what you're trying to tell me? I kind of agree with you. I think you guys are better than me. Can we be friends now? Yeah, he just wants to come sabo the thing again. Okay, they picked up King. That was bound to happen. But the good news about her being picked up is now I can hook her somewhere else again, right? Like, this isn't a total loss. We've managed to take up the time of 3 different people. I mean, that's not bad. She dead-hearted. Good for you, baby. Now you're screwed. Now you're screwed, sweetie. Good for you. Yeah, you must be stupid. Hey, stupid. It's nice to meet you, stupid. I love them stupid survivors. Those are my favorite ones. Do 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 do. King, this is the part where you die, baby. The part where you die. It's the part where you die, baby. Throw the pallet. Throw the pallet. Throw the pallet. Excellent. Gotcha, baby. I told you she was stupid. It's the big sad part where you die, King. It's the big sad part where you die, King. So that was the upstairs one, right, guys? They can't make it back in time. They don't get to that pickup. So she dies, then I kill the Italian stallion. Sounds good to me. Gosh, he's fast, guys. Look how fast this guy is. Gosh, you're fast. Gosh, you're fast, dude. Gosh, you're fast. You remember that hook that you saboed earlier? You remember that? That's where you're gonna die at, son. Yeah, this is called poetic justice. You ready for some justice? Let's go check on these gens. Oh, you were waiting for the unhook, huh? So sneaky, guys. Yep, so sneaky. You guys are so sneaky. I like it. I like the way you guys think. So sneaky. You're so sneaky. I love it. I'm gonna play around with these guys a little bit. Didn't really feel like face camping. Where are you running? Where are you running? Where are you gonna go? Brilliant! Brilliant! Check this gen right here. So the gen that they can finish is this one. I kind of want to kill the Italian Stallion. Slade is too stupid to kill. Gonna be honest with you. Hey, Stallion, what's up, homie? Sit down, son. If I kill her, she'll be the last one I kill. Yeah, there was no hooks. It was a hook dead zone. What can you do, man? What can you do? I can't make hooks appear. I knew you'd throw it. Guess what? There's hooks here, buddy. There's hooks here, Stallion. Bad news. They finished one of the gens that he was not working on. I don't know that I can get to him. I'm gonna be honest. But they have unhooked almost every time. It makes me think that somebody's waiting here right now for the unhook, right? Yeah, it makes me think that somebody's right here for the unhook. I really can't complain about how the game went. The game went fine. She threw this pallet, baby. She threw this pallet. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going, baby? Where you going? How fast are you? I told you guys she was stupid. You're bad and you should feel bad too. Oh. Bye-bye, Stallion. Who's the king now, baby? Who's the king now? You guys know that my alias in this game is Clubber Lang, right? How you like that, Italian Stallion? Clubber Lang crushed you. How you like them apples? It's Rocky 3 all over again. First I punched your coach and killed him. Then I took your title from you. You're welcome. You're kind of a hero. GG. Thompson House. Let's go, baby. Why would I be mad? I'm happy. Yep, Thompson House. I love it when survivors make bad plays. It's my favorite. Boom. It's like my favorite. It's like, thank you, sir. Yeah, that 3K. Oh, I'm so angry about that. Cruel world. Why? Why, cruel world? You guys must not have a clue. I only won a 1K. And even the times that I've been beat, I haven't been mad. I've been incredulous a couple of times. But I just don't get mad face camping. Face camping is beauty. Face camping is love. I love face camping. See, I'm trying to think of some build or pinhead involving either make your choice, devour, hope, you quickly tunnel someone out. But I don't use it much. But perhaps with plaything and make your choice, that puts the hook and unhooked in a predicament. Well, doesn't it depend on what totem plaything spawns? I mean, there's some bad totems too, right? You're such a good pupper. You're such a good pupper. Yes, you are. Daddy loves you. Oh, that reminds me. I got a joke to tell you guys. All right. This is like a fairy tale, right? Once upon a time, there was a porpoise and it needed to cross a river. And it noticed that swimming in the river, there was a scorpion, right? So the porpoise goes up to the scorpion and says, hey, buddy, how about a lift? The scorpion says, yeah, sure, I'll take you across the river. So, porpoise jumps on the scorpion's back, and the scorpion starts swimming across this big old dangerous river. And about halfway across, the porpoise bites the scorpion, right? And the scorpion looks at the porpoise and says, now we're both going to drown. What were you thinking? To which the dolphin replies, I'm a dolphin. Yeah, there's a moral to that story. I'm not sure what it is, but hidden in there like a gem, like a pearl, there's a moral to that story. It's nowhere near ready like Ferrari. That's a great line, Iron Anger. Me and my family were making that joke multiple times yesterday. Well, I said, isn't it supposed to be a fox carrying a snake or a scorpion or something? No. In my story, the scorpion carries the porpoise across the river. That's how my story goes. Let's go, baby. Game number 95, and I feel alive. I feel so alive. Let's go. Oh, wait, I promised to go give that dog its medicine. I'll be right back in 2 ticks. Let me go give the dog its pill. Okay, where's the pill at, baby? Sorry guys, I had to give my dog a flea and tick and a heartworm pill real quick. My puppy. It was too smart. My wife wrapped it in cheese first. Nope, didn't work. Then she wrapped it in peanut butter. Didn't work. I don't like them smart dogs. I like the dumb ones that just say, food! This is a different kind of food, but I like it too. Those are my favorite kind of dogs. I'm just joking. It's cool. The dog is fine with me. This is a humongous map. This is a very survivor-sided map. We will be super lucky to get much here. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, milady. We didn't even start the chase. That's the worst part. Personally, I think if a survivor hits you in the face with a pallet, it should automatically start the chase with the killer. But I'm a little old-fashioned that way. You know? Brother loves a little old-fashioned. Yeah, if you can't get the one you want, take the one you can get, right? Your name is horrifying. Horrifying. Let's let her in on the secret. You get the tunnel and face camp, sister. Yeah, it's funny. I finished Magnum, but I just can't for the life of me come out with Ferrari. Like, I just can't think of a build good enough. I'm gonna be honest. Blight is much more of a Ferrari type of killer than Demogorgon is. Demogorgon, big, stumpy, loud monster. You know, not much of a Ferrari. Now, maybe if they came out with a better skin, like a sleek, small skin for Demogorgon, that would be cool. But I doubt this game ever gets Stranger Things back. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very doubtful. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think you guys are scum. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Don't mind if I do. Take that little hit. Do 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 do. Oh, they healed him. Feels bad, man. Yep, she's dead. Really? They didn't go to this generator. Well, that's just shocking. I'm shocked. Man, they are slamming these gens. Hey, it's you again. Remember me? What a long, strange journey it has been, my lovely. Yeah, I'm not just standing there, you moron. God, survivors are so stupid. Like, seriously. Maybe you'll come to the thing. No, I'm not coming to the thing. You can forget that. Thanks for the throw, sweetheart. I know he's around here. I'm just not exactly sure where he is. There he is. Let's go ahead and end this game. Let's end this charade, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Dead by Daylight. I understand. You hate me. I get it. I get it. You're not a fan of Brother Love. I got you, Dead by Daylight. Why else would I get hit by that pallet? Thank you, sir. Where you going, buddy? You threw this pallet. You threw this pallet. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Where you going? What you doing? Should have got that. Oh, did you go around the back? What kind of Giga Chat are you? What kind of Giga Chat are you, dude? Well, here we find ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, sitting on the precipices of 4K on a really hard map. Let me just soak in the glory of this victory real quick. Oh yeah, let's just step all over this survivor. Step by step, ooh baby, gonna step on you, girl. Oh yeah, let's just step on you. You're just not on my level, son. You're just not on my level, you little M1 jockey. Oh yeah, that's all it takes to hit high rank as a survivor. Just hold M1. That's all the skill you need. Oh yeah. Oh man, that feels so good. Oh, that's so good. Woo! Man, you guys wouldn't believe these dogs would be barking at the end of the day. Just to use some speed increase perks and some add-ons that increase travel speed. Yeah, I thought about that. The add-ons actually are a really great idea for it. You're completely correct. The add-ons are a great idea for it. That was in fact the build that I was thinking about doing. So I was kind of thinking, like, play with your food, the one that changes your obsession, those two add-ons, and something like something fun, like, gosh, what's it called? Save the best for last, and maybe Sloppy Butcher. You know, something along those lines is the build that I came up with, but I really don't think it's that great of a build, I'm going to be honest. But for a meme, it might be okay. See, what I'm doing is I don't know where the girl is. So I'm going to let her bleed sufficiently before I hook this guy so nobody lives. Yeah, we're not just letting them bleed out. We're using strategery. As a great man once said, mission accomplished. GG's, guys. GG's. Mission accomplished. Got us a 4K on Crotus Prin. Don't mind if I do. This is toxic elitism right here, guys. They had to protect the community from toxic elitism. Don't you guys feel protected now? I bet you do. Let's go, baby. It's been a good stream so far. What are we up to? Are we up to 96 already? Man, this stream is flying by. That's great. It's been a good day. I woke up, I said, first thing I gotta do is I gotta go stream, man. Get my 10 games in. Let's go. So, guys, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is if the good Lord's willing, knock on wood, and we finish the stream today, we'll be at 1% of our goal. Yeah, our goal is to play 10,000 face camping games. Let's see. Did I do the math right, or am I being silly? 100 times 10 is 1,000. Times 10 is 10,000. Yeah, so that's 1% of our goal. The bad news is that we'll only be at 1% of our goal. It's kind of a good news, bad news situation, you know what I'm saying? But no, seriously, I am thinking about face camping on other characters. So be excited about that, because could be tomorrow, could be the next day. I'm thinking about whipping out a Huntress because she's incredibly good at face camping. I'm seriously considering doing it on some other characters. I just never get tired face camping. Hamburger will definitely reach 100% in Lego Star Wars before you reach 1.5%. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. It takes a long time to play 10,000 games, man. It's a lofty goal. It's a lofty goal. I was trying to find some kind of a neat little, some kind of a bubble or an app or something to show off. I wish I had some on-screen icon to show it going up slowly. I think that would be super cool. Trying to find out how to manage my in your membership and subscriptions. Now that's not the one that I'm looking for. I'm looking for looking for these peanuts that I ordered. It's so weird. I'm looking at the actual bag of peanuts, but I don't see the I'm just the worst at finding this stuff. I am the worst. See, this says subscribe and save, so I'm clicking on that. Oh, I found it. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. There we go. Canceled. I feel better now. And I need to go to the place where I buy rice and beans and do that too. Because we are currently, it's called the Webstaurant Store. Really great place, really great prices, ladies and gentlemen. I can't recommend it enough to you guys. The Webstaurant Store is amazing. That's where I got all my rice and beans at. They are really good. Good quality stuff, guys. Good quality stuff. Let's go, baby. But anyway, guys, keep your eyes on that 10-year bond. It's going to be super important. If you don't hear anything about the debt market crashing, basically don't freak out. They had some stock market losses yesterday, and some people are upset over it. It's really not a big deal. The stock market, it fluctuates like that. The real market that matters is called the debt market. That's the one that is really going to make all the difference in the world. David, stop being a good survivor, bro. Stop being a good survivor, David. Jeez, little sweat lord. So sweaty, man, my lord. He made it to every safe pallet too, like... I'm going to tell you guys something that you don't know. The higher MMR you get, the more maps are balanced to make it a challenge for the killer. Like, you get way more disgusting maps at high MMR. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just part of the deal. But that's a true story. Did you not have Dead Hard the whole time and I was just holding on for a Dead Hard? Because if that's the case, I feel quite silly now. You can do it, guys. I believe in you. What is this called? This is the Temple Purgation? Yeah, it is. I believe in you guys. Show me what you can do. Well, yesterday we were at 73% kill rate and 49% 4K rate. We had and the actual day statistics were we had 50% 4Ks that day. It was a really good day. So that's what our current percent sit at the highest MMR. Today's been a little bit of a... We fumbled a couple of games so far. We made a couple of mistakes. We made our fair share. But we had a 4K, a 3K, a 1K, and I don't remember the rest. My goodness, maths are hard. We'll figure it out at the end of the stream. But I can show you real quick. There's no problem with that. I will show you real fast. This is our totals right here, 73 and 48, and this is yesterday's. Now, bear in mind, this was already my highest MMR killer. This isn't Brother Love lost 1,000 games on Bubba. Bubba's never been a killer I cared about lowering MMR on. He was already my highest MMR killer. So you take your highest MMR killer and then you add 100 games to that, and it only takes 30 games to hit the highest MMR. I think it's quite obvious when we almost played Matty Santoro yesterday that we're at the highest MMR. But you know, this is me playing the game in a way that the game is not really designed to be played. And I really don't care. I'm going to be honest. I'm completely fine with this. Okay, if I could find one more survivor, I would be super happy. Darn. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, and they're right there at it, too. I see somebody just go hide behind a rock. There's two people here. Am I wrong? Dude, you're good. You're good, my girl. You're good. I like it. Not the one I want, though. But you're the one I'll take. Oh no, my totem's right there. Feels bad, man. You're a quick one. Let's see if we could just leave her down for a minute. Scratch marks over here. There you are. The main thing I'm concerned with is her not getting picked up and getting out. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. Good decision, guys. Good decision. Hello, my lady. Allow me to take you to your throne, your highness. And in case you guys don't know, a 2K raises your MMR. That's the way the MMR system works. So it's actually much easier to get high MMR in this game than it is to get low MMR. They do that on purpose. So we got a 2K on the Temple of Purgation right here. Looks good. 1, 2. Boom. Looking beautiful. GG. No comment, huh? It's been a fairly clean day, though. I mean, we really can't say there's been a single cheating team yet. I'm going to be honest with you. They've been... I mean, considering we had 4 teams that cheated yesterday, it's shocking that the day's been so clean. And I do love you. God bless you, and I hope you're having a great day. Vague Vigilante. I hope you're happy and healthy. I hope your family is happy and healthy. How are you doing, my friend? Yo, was there an Ash in that game? I thought there was a Leon in that game. Well, GG's. That shows what I know. I thought it was a Leon. Yeah, I'm an Ash main myself. Much respect. Hope you have a good day. We are doing a face camp challenge to 10,000 games because Brother Love's all about breaking them records. You know what I'm saying? And the next record that Brother Love wants to break is who is the most face camping killer in the history of Dead by Daylight? This guy. That's the record I want. And Lord willing, by the end of the day, we will be 1% of the way to our goal. Now remember, I did this back when I got like 1,000 reports. I guess it was a year and a half ago. Gosh, time flies so quick. I did this 12 hours a day, every single day for 6 months. I never get tired of this gameplay. Love the face cam. It's relaxing. You don't got to worry about anything. You just do your best, and whatever happens, happens. Oh, Leon. Okay. Bro, I main Ash for a long time. Have a good day, too. I was like, yeah, I hear you, my brother. I hope you have a good day. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, we're at 96. So we got 4 more games, and then I might end the stream with the AFK pick game. Who would be a better face camper than Bubba? Before they nerfed Freddy, you guys won't believe this, but I was a better face camper with Freddy than with Bubba. Freddy is delightful. Freddy can teleport, which is super nice. And I would just set up my 6 or 7 pools, however many it was, around the face camp person, and they would die like gangbusters. It was super fun. But then Freddy got the nerf. I think he's nerfed down to 4 pools, and when you're placing a pool, your movement speed is decreased now. And that might not sound like a big deal, but every little bit matters. Oh yeah, we're PG stream. I'm sorry, my friend. I should have, I just tried not to say anything because I don't want to make anybody feel bad. You did nothing wrong. I just, in case somebody comes back and watches the stream later. Let's go, baby. Yeah, we're one of those weird PG streamers, Let's tell a joke. It's time for the dad joke of the day. My daughter bought me this book for Christmas. Let's make sure that we use it properly. We're halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What is the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? Well, a hippo is really heavy, and a Zippo is just a little lighter. Oh, you guys remember back when we used to have, lighters? I don't know if kids have lighters nowadays. Let me be honest with you. What do the cool kids do nowadays? Are they vaping? I think they're vaping nowadays. I don't think people use lighters anymore. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you guys something. This joke was really hitting in like the 1960s. People would tell this joke and the whole room would erupt in laughter. Let's go, baby. What do we got here? See, if we weren't face camping, we would pick this side with 4 gens, like that side. This appears to be more on this side, and we would stick to one side if we were trying to 4K. I'm not trying to 4K. I'm just trying to face camp. Would you like to build a face camp? Do 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 do. We ain't got time. We ain't got time to break that pallet. This chick's giving me the business. She's a big Queen fan, I can tell. It wouldn't have mattered. It auto-aimed me into the bricks. She's a big Queen fan. Tonight, gonna have myself a real good time. Good pathing. Gosh, that is most excellent pathing. Hi, 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 hi. And the world, turn it inside out. Yeah. Floating around in ecstasy. Don't stop me now. Don't stop because I'm having a good time. Having a good time. Boom, baby. Boom goes the dynamite. And I can tell she never been hooked this way before. Bruh. I can tell you're a girl who makes bad decisions. First of all, you gotta fix your socks. Okay? I'm just gonna say that's not cool anymore. In fact, if you wear that in certain places, you're gonna get shot. I'm just gonna tell you. And what even are these shorts? Are you wearing like sleeping pajamas? What are you thinking? Weird. Weird, man. Your fashion scares me. I'm just gonna say. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, she got the hint. I like it. That's right. Give up the ghost, sweetheart. Give up the ghost. Do do do. Do, 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 do. In fact, Queen is my favorite band. Love me some Freddie Mercury. How greedy are you? Seriously, you're gonna do a gen right beside me? You know I'm gonna face camp you next, right? Just as a lesson to all you guys. Thank you. Yeah, he gets to face camp next. Good luck with that, son. Good luck saving her. You're gonna need it. Oh no, she died. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. Now let's kill this moron right here. You ready to die, moron? It's dying time, buddy. Any idiot who'll sit there and do a generator right beside the face camp and kill her definitely deserves to die. You have requested death, and I'm gonna grant your request, sir. With a smile on my face and a tear in my eye, buddy. Imagine what this game would be like without Dead Hard, guys. What would this game be like without Dead Hard? Survivors would have to actually have skill, right? So it'll never happen. We can't make the survivors use skill. That's crazy. It's crazy talk. Who would do such a thing? Nobody would do that. Yeah, I'm coming. But you ain't got Dead Hard anymore, so I'm really not worried about you. Now that's the correct distance. You gotta figure out which way you're supposed to run people and make sure you run them that way. You don't make that. You don't make that, pal, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna take a gamble here. Okay, they are both right here. Excuse me, guys. You got sprint burst? That's an interesting name, but Brother Love does love you. I hope you're having a good day. Very interesting name. How are you guys doing? Hey, Solart. God bless you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, my friend. You are beautiful. Oh, Immortal Ops gifted. Thank you, Immortal Ops. You are a very, very beautiful person, Immortal Ops. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. So this guy just doesn't learn his lesson, right? He's just too stupid to understand that you can't do gems right beside the killer. Well, there ain't no cure for stupid. I hate to say it. Ain't no cure for stupid. And David, you are stupid. Hmm? Nah, David, I'm gonna make sure you die, buddy. Guys, I think David's a cheater. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how he made that faster than I made it. I mean, we're a 115 movement speed killer. Auto dead hard? Nice, David. Imagine cheating and still losing a video game. You're kind of pathetic, bro. Kind of pathetic. Oh, there's scratch marks here already? What? Angel, what are you doing? Guys, I love you guys no matter what. You seriously don't use money as a fight. Like seriously, I love you guys. We don't gotta bring your wallets into this situation. I think you guys are beautiful even without the wallets. Oh, come on! What was that? The longest sprint burst in history right there, guys? Now that was frustrating. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little upset about that. I don't got no idea what's going on, but I want to kill this David. That's all I know. As long as he dies, I'm gonna be happy. Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? Dude, this team is... They are stepping on me. I got no idea what's happening right now. I got no idea. I do know that this David's cheating, though. That's the only thing I do know, is this David's a cheater. He ran around the shack faster than a 115 movement speed killer. Like, it's not possible. So let's get back over here, and let's down the other two. Because I want to kill this cheater. Oh my gosh, David. What must it be like to have junk that small, David? What's that feel like, to be that tiny? I'm kind of curious. Only you would know, David. Only you would know. As long as you die, that's all I care about, David. As long as you die. There you go, stupid. Congratulations. Okay, she's on the door. Oh, they all die! Oh, how sad! Well, I think we'll just let them bleed out. How does that sound? Just let them bleed out. That sounds like fun to me. Okay, this is Snaky. The Gamer LD, that's David. That's the guy with the most health left. Let's go to David. not saying he's cheating. What I'm saying is let's let YouTube decide if he's cheating or not. This is game number what on the suffocation pit? This is game number 97 on the suffocation pit. We will let YouTube decide if this guy's cheating or not. Looks beautiful to me. Alright, let's see what happened, because something crazy happened while I was playing this game. I don't got a clue what it was, but I'm thankful to you guys. Let's see, Immortal Ops gave 2 subs. Thank you, Immortal Ops. God bless you. Hamburger says, oh no, war has arrived. Iron Anger gifted a sub. Immortal Ops gifted 5 subs. What the guacamole, dude? Then Iron Anger gifted another sub. Wow. Listen, you know, I love you guys. You ain't gotta fight each other with your wallets. I think you're both beautiful human beings. I think you're both lovely. And but to everybody that just got gifted a sub, Iron Anger is an amazing human being who bench presses 700 pounds, has 3 lovely children, and I've seen him play with boulders like they were toys. And Immortal Ops is literally a hero in the military. So, yeah, they're both wonderful human beings. Thank you so much, guys. So we'll just let YouTube decide if this guy was cheating or not. I got no stake in this. This is good content either way for me. So all I got to do is wait long enough for Glizzy to bleed out, and then hook this guy, and the game's over. You guys didn't see that. I swear that wasn't what it looked like. Oh, let's go, baby. All right, David. Win. Yeah, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Yeah, GG, David. GG. Let's see. Oh, and Immortal Ops cheered some bits. Thank you, Immortal Ops. I appreciate you, buddy. Immortal Ops doesn't even try getting first in the bits category. It's way too expensive. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I want number 1. Brother, stay out of this. It's personal. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna shut up, but just, you know, you guys talking to me is what means the most to me. I think you guys are lovely. Let's go. You're lovely too, Hamburger. Yeah, extra nice loops from this dude right here. Extra nice loops from this one right here. Let's see. What was this? What was the name of this map? The Suffocation Pit. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, that's another beautiful 4K, isn't it? It's another beautiful 4K. Suffocation Pit. Right here. 2. Boom. Beautiful. I think that might be the first ever, what do you call those things? Hype trains or something like that? I think that might be the first one I've ever had. So thank you guys. You gave me a special present today. I greatly appreciate you guys. Today's a special stream. If the good Lord's willing, we're going to hit 100 today. You know, every journey begins with a single step. So before you know it, we'll be there. And Immortal Ops, you're Ukrainian already. Ooh! Good Lord, let's keep the chat let's keep it friendly, man. Let's keep it friendly. I'm gonna tell you something. The Twitch published some new rules. We have to be careful what we say because they published some rules about spreading false information. So I know what you guys truly know. I know what you truly think. Don't give Twitch an excuse, man. They I don't know. When they got rid of Destiny, I knew something was up because Destiny's the most left person I've ever listened to in my entire life. Not that that's a bad thing. That's his opinion. That's completely valid. Completely fine. God gave us all free will, and we're to use it to the best of our ability. But when they banned Destiny, I knew it was time for Brother Love to shut up about certain subjects on stream. If you guys want to PM me anytime, we can talk about whatever you want. But I hope you hold to the mainstream narrative, because Twitch is not safe anymore, guys. I hate to say it. Hey, the Vague Vigilante rating with the party of 3. God bless you, guys. What was the best part of their stream? What was your favorite part of their stream? Vigilante, how did your day go? How did your day go? Like, did you have a good stream? Are you a Survivor main? It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. It truly is. Madam, sir. Thank you so much for the follow. Dainty and the one that I barely missed. I'm so sorry about that. I am an old man. Let me go look it up on the thing. We have Lucin Dad Dark Hive. God bless you. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you have a great day. I hope your family is happy and healthy and doing well. I hope you're doing well. And the same for you, Dainty Wiverness. I hope that you're doing well. I hope your family are doing well. Many blessings to you guys. Many blessings. Let's go, baby. What's this, game number 98 already? Man, time is flying. Time is flying. Thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. I'll let you hold on to the game. We had a fun time in the stream. He's absolutely fantastic. Just fun times. That's the best kind of streamer to watch. That's the best. Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing fantastic. We're trying to train this puppy to come indoors when we go indoors. It's being a little naughty, and I had to give it its pills this morning. The dog's too smart to eat a pill wrapped in cheese. See, I have another dog. It's a Labrador Retriever. If it even looks like food, she'll eat it. But this puppy somehow has the discernment to be able to tell there's something it doesn't want in that cheese. So then my wife tried peanut butter, to no avail. The dog's highly intelligent. And I knew it was intelligent because when I brought it home, it looks around deliberately and makes a decision as to what it wants to do. I've never had a puppy do that before. It's a Rottweiler. It's very beautiful. It's going to be a great dog. Let's see. Yep, Vague is the best. He's a dork. I'm a nerd, so hey, dorks and nerds unite. You know what I'm saying? Brother, I'm doing my Jackbox stream. Hey, you can count on the lurk for sure, 100%. Thank you for telling me. Much appreciated. I don't know if I can join in because me and my wife are trying to finish the series called Gold Rush. But we'll see. And I got to get ready to catch the train for an appointment. Well, I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope your appointment goes well. Thank you for being super cool. Aw, big sad. I'm beginning to think this dude doesn't want to get caught. No, that's not possible, is it? Survivors love to. They love to get caught. That's their favorite thing. Excuse me, sir. I need to talk to you about your car insurance. Pardon me, sir. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Yes, yes. How dare you be a good survivor? Do you know who I am? I am an actor. Do 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 do. Do 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 do, you're too good. Do 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 do. Bruh, I don't be liking them good survivors. This dude's way too good. How you guys not got any gens done? And this man's over here throwing you guys gold. Look at how good he is. Jeez. Nah, I'm beginning to get a little suspicious now. He's good, but that's too fast, man. Nobody's that fast. Nobody's as fast as this guy. It's not even possible to be that fast. Yeah, I think you're a cheater. I don't think you're good at all. I think you're using a game genie. Yeah, I mistook it for skill. But I think it's quite obvious this guy is actually just a cheater. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think you're just a cheater, buddy. Either that or he's the greatest survivor who ever lived, because I've never seen anybody loop that loop like he just did it. Incredible looping. So if you're not cheating, I'm not on your level. Let me just put it that way. Brother Love is not on your level. You're way above my pay grade, buddy. Way above it. Hey, Thing, what up? You gonna give me this pallet? Give me the pallet, Thing. Give me the pallet, Thing. No, 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 no. I want the pallet. Oh, this game hates me. This game hates me. I thought I could body block it. I couldn't even body block him. He's too good to body block. Seriously. Well, at least his borrowed time's gone now. You guys tell me, is he suspicious or is he just that darn good? Tell me what you think. His distance is just insane. Okay, that might explain it. I didn't know he had dead hard, so that might explain how he got so much distance into one loop. Yeah, I think the dude just knows what he's doing. I think he's just better than me. I think he's just better than Brother Love. Nothing wrong with that. I take back all the things I said about you. You're a beautiful survivor. Okay. Well, these two generators are fine, but these two got to be getting worked on, right? Okay, so they're trying to finish that gym. I'm fine with that. No, hey Thing, it's you again. So where's your friend at that likes to get the saves? Where's your saves friend at, Thing? Yeah, he used dead hard to get distance, which is what you're supposed to do. So yeah, my hat's off to you. You actually did a good job. You're not a cheater at all. You're just better than me. How dare you be better than me in a video game? Makes Brother Love big sad when the survivors are so good. Big sad. Ah, yeah, you're dead. Goodbye, sweet prince. Spine Chill Gamer, guys. We got us a Spine Chill Gamer on our hands right here. Bill, you ain't no kind of hero, are you? You sure ain't. No kind of hero. Get stepped on, Bill. You definitely ain't on Adam's level, I'll tell you that much. That Adam was good. The secret to my success is to kill the good ones first. Come here, Billiam. Mr. Bill. Let's talk about your future. Okay, I'm looking for scratch marks, basically. So greedy, Thing. You're so greedy, I love it. I love the greedy survivors, they're my favorite. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be honest with you, that used to work all the time, and then somehow survivors figured it out. And I don't know how they figured it out, because survivors aren't particularly smart. But that used to never fail. We can do this all day. Yeah, I know I got bamboozled, but I enjoy chasing Survivor. It's kind of my thing. It's kind of my thing, man. Wait a second. Where'd you go? Where did she go, guys? She literally disappeared on me. It was crazy. Thing, don't be that way, baby. Don't be that way, Thing. I'm beginning to think she doesn't want to get killed. No, that can't be true. What survivor in their right mind wouldn't want to embrace oblivion? My guess is that Sergey's going to go for the hook save. I hope. Nobody's on this gym. Really? Well, I'm not going to lie to you guys. That kind of defies all my expectations. What are you survivors doing exactly? If you're not saving the girl and you're not finishing these two gyms, they got to be over here, right? Okay, there's Thing. I guess they just don't know what they're doing. Maybe I'm giving these guys too much credit. Maybe this other Thing is very new. Baby, he threw these pallets. Adam doesn't care about you guys at all. Now we bamboozle. Nice dead hard. What you got now, dummy? What you got now? Huh? What you got? So I'm not exactly sure what this other Thing's doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Why is this game still going? Something's up. They must not want to finish the game or something. This is weird. This game should have been over 5 minutes ago. Nobody plays like this. You reckon they're doing a challenge or something? Like stay within so many meters of the killer type of challenge? Because I don't got an explanation for this. Well, there's Thing. Are you brand new to the game? You are adorable. You are adorable. Alright, let's find Bill. Where is Bill? What's up, love my life?
I took it out 5 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
It peed outside, and it still just peed on the floor.
Well, you know what to do. You gotta do it. Because he's a puppy? It just comes with having puppies, baby. It's just normal. Oh, she's getting onto him. You hear that, guys? She's getting onto him. The reason I'm hooking Bill is because I don't care if she gets hatched. She's a brand new survivor. She's the reason why this game lasted so long. This is probably the first new survivor I've faced in like, gosh, I don't know how long. So I don't care if she gets away. I'm gonna be honest with you. And if she ain't new, then she's just the worst survivor I've ever faced. So she's either brand new or the worst survivor I've ever faced. One or the other. I think she's brand new. Oh, there she is. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Gosh, I wish you could have found a hatch. Feels bad. Welcome to DVD. My name is Brother Love. Every game's like this. I would uninstall if I were you. But it's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, you gotta kill the good ones first, man. You know what I'm saying? This was the Sheltered Woods Macmillan. The Sheltered Woods Macmillan. Right here. Oh, it's our first 4K on the Sheltered Woods. 2 games left, ladies and gentlemen. 2 games left. Yeah, this game lasted about 10 minutes longer than it should have. GG. Yeah, good movement by Adam. He was a really good survivor. Everybody else, welcome to DVD. So you're telling me, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, this person's good enough to have a full build out. Bro, you getting carried, son. Like, you must have broke Adam's back. Like, I'm not talking trash here, but how are you in this team? You're somebody's friend, man. Because you don't deserve to be with Adam. I'm just going to tell you that right straight up. You got good perks. You're a terrible survivor. You're bad and you should feel bad too. I take back all the nice things I said about Fiend. Oh my goodness. What a terrible survivor. I was thinking I was going to see somebody with no perks. You know what I'm saying? No, she had all the good perks. She's just a terrible survivor getting carried by her teammates. Let's see, what are we talking about now? We're talking about, I'm at 85.1, 85.6, 50K. We're close now, Brother Love, gonna love. Makes it easier to do it together. Yeah, that would be Brother Love on a team. I'm that survivor. That's me. I got all the perks, but I'm not any good. So, Fing, we're a lot closer to each other than you think we are. But the love does love to talk trash, though, man. Let me tell you. If it wasn't for talking trash, I don't think I would even play this game. That's the best part of this game. Well, I mean, then you get in those situations like we got yesterday with the game. I couldn't kill the good one. He was too good. The game is a nightmare for Bubba. Like, a nightmare. For Demogorgon, it's not bad. But for Bubba, it's disgusting. And it's not good for Legion either unless you have a particular add-on. I know, because I played it about 1,000 times on Legion. I wonder if I could face camp with Legion. Probably not. Probably not. He just ain't got what it takes to face camp, unfortunately. I could try it, though. I mean, we're about to finish our 100th game as Bubba. It would kind of be interesting to do 100 games as a different killer face camping. Wouldn't that be interesting, guys? Wouldn't that be different? Different is fun, right? We like different. We like to do fun and interesting things. What if our next 100 games was the Huntress? Or the Cenobite? I don't know. We'll have to think about it. Can you successfully face camp on every killer in this game? I don't know. But it's an interesting idea. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try. Got us a TTV. Ready when you are, sir. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think that Adam did good enough to where if he had good teammates, he might not have even died that game. He was just really good. Unfortunately, I think they really heavily relied on Spine Chill that game. And You really can't be afraid in Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna be honest with you. So your spine shield goes off. You gotta hold M1, man. You gotta hold M1. You can't just hide every time it blips a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we faced a single cheater today yet. This would be the first day. Well, it probably wouldn't be the first day. Let me take a look. I actually keep track of that. Was there a day without a cheater? No, this would be the first day without a cheater if we don't get a cheater in the next two games. Wow. Big sad. Cause we had 1 cheater yesterday, 4 cheaters the day before, 7 cheaters on day 4. Wow, that's crazy. 0 so far today. Let's go, baby. Best of luck to you guys. This is I dare say it's kind of survivor-sided. I'm just going to say I don't feel confident as Bubba on this map. How about that? I'm looking for scratch marks. I'm looking for crows. I'm looking for a survivor, like this one right here, and one back there. Don't be that way, baby. Let's have some fun. Hey, you did it. Good job. You put that pallet right on my face. And I appreciate you. I think you did great. I think you did just fine. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the mallet. Just running in a circle. Let's go up here real quick. What? I was so sure I would catch somebody up here. Hey, bruh, guys, what you doing? Stop being so good. Stop being so good, guys. Brother Love didn't request no good survivors now. Come on, man. Come on, man. You guys stop being so good. No, I think they just took good pathing. You little filthy survivors and your sneaky survivor ways. How dare you be good? Bruh, that's not the name of this game. This game ain't pat the survivors on the back. I need some kills, man. Yeah, they left the generator completely and went to 2 different gens. Good job, guys. Good decision making. Jeez. Gen rush much, guys? Says the face camper. I don't think we get in the 4K this game, guys. I'm just gonna say it. I think we got 0 chance. Yeah, this game's almost over and she's not even dead yet. Great, googly moogly. This team's straight up gen rushed. Good job, guys. She dies, right? Nope, scratch marks going up. They're going for the save. You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh my gosh, now I'm angry. Now Brother Love's unhappy. That's not the one I want. We messed up. We messed up. We messed up big time, guys. We messed up big time. I don't even know where she's at. She's over here. She's over here. Yep, there she is. Gosh, I dropped the ball. Brother Love dropped the ball. Jeez, of course. There just happened to be a survivor right there. Finishing the generator. You know what? Thank you, sir. You know what? Since you guys did such a good job, I want to make sure I repay your vigilance. Since you guys did so good. Just leave him there and hope that somebody comes to pick him up. These guys seem like heroes to me. If I was a betting man, I'd say they're going to pick him up. Nobody? Really? Nobody gonna pick him up? Come on, heroes. Come pick homeboy up. Okay, there's a hero right there. Yeah, Brother Love's playing a dangerous game. Brother Love's playing a dangerous game. Scratch marks right here. She's just running. There she is. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness, guys. You won't believe what just happened. You guys won't believe what just happened. My chair just broke. Wow. While I was chasing him. Yeah, good job. There's nothing I can do about that. Literally, my chair just broke while I was... right in the middle of that chase. Okay, it didn't break. One of the wheels came off. Dude, that's not cool. Thank God the chair's not broke, though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that should count against me. It happened right as I was chasing the dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, GG's, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. I fell on my keyboard. There's nothing I can do about that. GG's. I'm trying to fix my chair now. Really? That is crazy. I must have the worst luck of anybody in the world to have your chair wheel fall off in the middle of a chase. Ugga mugga. That's big sad, man. I'm real sad about that. Yeah, it's easy to talk trash when stinking somebody's chair breaks in the middle of a chase. Ugh. Trying to fix it. In what position can I put you, Mr. Chair, that you ain't gonna do that to me again? I'm not sure. I'm sitting here. Yeah, that was just bad luck, man. Hey, maybe God wanted them to live. I don't know. Get help. Dude, we're playing a PvP game. Let's not take it too seriously. Yeah, that's the weirdest 0K I've ever got in my life. Let me just say that. Anyway, it could have been a lot worse. Wheels back on now. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. Things did not go our way that game. That is so unfortunate. Oh well. Such is life. Where are we at? The backwater swamp? Grim Pantry? And as a 0K, what can you do? What can you do? You can't stop a wheel from falling off. Well, that was exciting. There was a little bit of excitement there. I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. You got a face cam faster? No, it's my fault. I should have stayed there and confirmed the kill. And then I should have hooked him. There was lots of, I was taking lots of risks to try and get more than a 1K. But you know. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, man. Oh, have you? Well, that's wonderful. I have so many good DVD videos to show you recorded. I guess I have to put them on YouTube. I don't know. It seems to me like if my team all got out and nobody died, I would just be like, GG. But, you know. No, you know, I probably wouldn't. If I was in his position, I probably would have talked trash too. Dude doesn't know that my chair literally fell apart in the middle of the chase. There's nothing I could have done there. I just can't believe that happened. Guys, don't be like Brother Love. Afford a better chair. I don't know. I need to look up on YouTube how to fix this a little bit. Big sad. I wasn't expecting a loss today. Oh well. You talk about things being out of your control. Now I'm afraid it's going to happen again. I've never had that happen before. I thought the whole chair broke in half because it threw me on my keyboard. Ugh. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 100. It can't go worse than that last game, so... I'm sure everything's going to be just fine. Yeah, well, we might play an AFK game after this. I haven't played AFK Pig in a long time, and I'm kind of in the mood. 4 flashlights in 1 match. Good job, buddy. I got the same characters in my match. I can't believe the wheel fell off in the middle of a... That is nuts. It's definitely not something I could have been planning for. Oh, good, I don't know where this chair was made, I'm going to be honest. I just bought the cheapest gaming chair I could afford. Gonna have to figure out how to glue plastic to plastic or something. Let's go, baby. Game number 100. Feeling good. Yeah, that team did everything right. They even got to save perfectly. I mean, like, perfect play by that team. I made multiple mistakes. I got punished for my mistakes. There's nothing you can say. That's life, man. Yeah, that sounds horrible. Crotus print again? Ugh, I hate this map. Ugga bugga. Let's go, baby. Do 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 do. Singing do a diddy diddy dum diddy do. You just not leave scratch marks, Lodi? What in the world? What are you, some kind of a witch or something? You a wizard? Yeah, this is a super safe pallet, man. Super safe. Getting hit by a pallet removes your bloodlust? That sucks. Didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Alright. I guess we didn't hit her. Hit you that time. Oh, that sucks. I guess we're just gonna have good team after good team. I mean, what can you do? I'm just gonna stand right here and I'm gonna take my 1K and end the stream. I'm a little shook up after that chair breaking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I need to. My wife's really good at fixing stuff. I need to get her to fix it. Oh my gosh. Can you guys not be this good? Seriously? Can you guys not be the sweatiest little sweat lords who ever lived? My goodness. Do we have to do this, guys? Do we have to do it this way? Ugh. Yeah, good for you, baby. Good for you. You did it. You used your DS. Now your DS is gone. As she runs me back to the same shack with the same pallet that's still up, and there's two pallets over here still up. That's my fault. It's not her fault. That's my fault. The pallets are still up. Yeah, I guess I gotta break it, man. Gotta break it. Oh, we have enemies necessary. God, I hate you guys. That's right, teabag, you little piece of trash. I'm gonna take you straight to the dumpster where you belong. Straight to the dumpster, garbage. Straight to the dumpster. Oh, you messed up! You ran around. Oh, I guess you're stupid. That's okay, I got a cure for stupid. There you go, idiot. It's gonna be the greatest kill of my entire life right here. Killing you. See, now I'm angry. My chair's broke. I got a 0K last game through no fault of my own. And now the last game of the hundreds. You know, your typical scumbag team is Dead by Daylight. Oh, come on. Seriously? Adrenaline. Oh my gosh. Put you on the ground. Well, she doesn't got DS, so we ain't got to worry about that, do we? Nope, we ain't got to worry about DS. How are you that fast? Nobody's that fast, man. Screw you, Elodie. How to turn a 2K into a 0K a 0K by Brother Love. Big sad, ladies and gentlemen, big sad. Don't be like Brother Love. Be actually good at the game. Kind of pathetic. I'm bad and I should feel bad too. At least I got 2. A little frustrated. These guys are some bullies, but fortunately for us, we brought the right perks. So they didn't manage to bully us, but it still didn't feel that great. I'm gonna be honest with you. Still didn't feel that great, but a 2K is okay. A 2K is okay. Scratch marks right there. Okay, there's a survivor. There's a survivor. Gotcha. Good communication, team. Good communication. You guys are on comms like little sweat lords. How's it feel getting 2K'd, sweat lords? How's that feel? Does that feel good? I'm just curious. Does it feel good? I bet it does. All those little bully perks you guys had, and you couldn't stop a 2K. That's showbiz, kid. I don't know why you guys are talking trash. You couldn't save your teammates. Why are you talking trash? GG easy. Yeah, they ruffled my feathers a little bit. Enemies necessary? My lord. What a perk. What a perk. Yeah. What a perk. Good job, guys. Good job. So that was a 2K on Crotus Prin. And that was our 100th game. And our chair actually managed to make it through that whole match. Feels good, man. Alright, Crotus Prin. Right here, we got a 2K. Yeah, I would have got a 1K the last game at the very least if my chair hadn't broke, but hey, that's life. That makes us 95-5, ladies and gentlemen. 95-5. There's nothing can be done about that. So let me go ahead and change it on my Twitch. And then we'll add up some statistics real quick. And everybody will be happy. 95-5. Here we go. Okay, so I think we said we'd play one AFK Pig game before we ended the stream, so let's do that. I cannot believe my chair fell apart. in the middle of a chase. That is the saddest thing in history. Gosh, how long have I had this chair? Two years, maybe? 2 years. Golly. You would think that I would do a little bit better than that, wouldn't you? Let's see, what else do we want to bring? Nah, there's no point, really. Yeah, this is fine. Let's play one AFK Pig game, and let's try and wrap up this game. Yeah. I'm going to seriously consider playing a different killer tomorrow. And I don't know, I might take tomorrow off. I'm not sure yet. I've been streaming non-stop. I mean, it's only 3-hour streams, so really I'm not that. I'm not burned out or anything. I'm doing fine. Maybe Huntress. I'm a big fan of Huntress. The only problem I have with her is that high MMR. Huntress gets looped around rocks. Like, that doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever been looped around a rock before? That's not the best feeling. Your chair broke yesterday? Man. I'm just sitting in the chair. Like, I don't understand what design of a chair. The chair breaks and you're just sitting in it. Like, I wasn't even leaning forward or anything. I fell forward though. I guess it was just poorly designed. I need to, what you reckon to fix that? I need to somehow connect plastic with plastic again. Ugh, I got no idea. What kind of glue connects? Let me Google that real quick. What kind of glue? I'm gonna Google it. See, we got duct tape, duh. JB Weld, plastic weld. Super glue? Really? Epoxy, and solvent cement. Yeah, super glue, epoxy, or solvent cement. I'm looking at them right now. I see a Gorilla Glue epoxy. All I gotta do is flip this chair upside down and just go ham with the with whatever glue I have. You know what? I'll ask my wife. We might have some super glue in the house somewhere. She would know. Big sad, ladies and gentlemen. Big sad. Nearly every single day, singing do-a-diddy, diddy-dum, diddy-do. The saddest part, it isn't that the chair broke. You know what really bothers me? Is that I didn't get a 1K that game. It's not that the chair broke, it's that I didn't get a 1K. How sad am I? I gotta be the saddest human being that ever lived. I'm kind of pathetic. That's, don't be like Brother Love, ladies and gentlemen. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Alright, so I know some of you guys are going to be tempted to feel bad for this team. Don't feel bad for this team, okay? They were having a party, and they ordered a pizza with pineapple, okay? And then in the middle of the party, they tore the tags off the mattress that clearly say, do not tear the tags off the mattress. So if anybody deserves maiming and mutilation, it's definitely this team right here. So don't feel bad for this team. They kind of had it coming. Really, we're doing John's work here by punishing these infidels. Kaiser 2, you think it's called? Yeah. Ugh. I don't even know what this is called. It's called a cheap gaming chair. I'm gonna have to accidentally buy a Herman Miller chair. I have no idea how that happened. Nah, I can't. You can't accidentally squeeze blood out of a rock. You know what I'm saying? There's we just ain't got the money. Let's go, baby. All right. Well, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds of playtime. Let's go. I am excited to see what happens. Nobody's removed it yet. Come on, guys, be cool. Let's all die together. Just come around the pig and give me a big old hug. We can have a group hug. Brother Love will make you famous. We can all be famous together. Oh, there went one helmet. Hey, baby, what's up? Do we got super glue?
Maybe.
My chair thing broke in the middle of a chase.
Your leg?
Yeah, one of the little, and I need to glue the plastic back on.
We need to order another one.
Another what?
Chair or wheel. I've tried to fix them before and I couldn't.
Oh my gosh! Surely there's somebody smart enough to be able to fix a little.
We can guy replacements, but that plastic's plate broken. No super glue is going to be able to.
Why not?
Because the structural integrity of it has already been compromised. It's just going to keep cracking on the same line. Because it's not going to be able to overcome the weight. The pressure on it.
Man, that's the worst news ever. It only lasted 2 years.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You had this thing forever, I feel like.
No, it's only been 2 years-ish. It wasn't much. I bought the cheapest one I could get. But I do care. That's money. Hey, how you doing? Hey, beautiful. Hello, darling. Hey guys, how you doing? How's it going? I like the way you guys think. Hi, my name is Amanda, and John says I'm a very naughty girl. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 2 head pops. I'd buy that for $1. Don't mind if I do, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind if I do. There's got to be a way to fix it. Come on. Like, it's 2022. There's got to be a way to fix a broken wheel. I'm going to look it up on YouTube. There's got to be some Mr. Fix-It man who knows how to fix these kind of things. There's got to be. Well, I reckon they're both on the other side of the map. Who are we looking for? We're looking for Mr. Yellow Jacket and Miss Jane. Gosh, that generator was at 0 and now it's almost done. I love it. I love it. Wait a second. Where did Jane's scratch marks go, guys? Where did her scratch marks go? I don't understand. Jane, why ain't you got no scratch marks? I can't see diddly squat on the ground either. I'm blind as a bat. Baby, I ain't in no rush. We got time, Jane. Hey! All's well that ends well, Jane. Don't you guys love AFKP? Isn't it the best? I'm gonna figure out today how to fix this. today. I do not want to buy another gaming chair. I will duct tape this together. So help me. Hey, there he is. Hey, buddy. It's been a lovely stream, guys. It has been a lovely stream. We got the 2 head pops at the end. I mean, the chair broke, but the stream was great, guys. The stream was great. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Let's find some beautiful human being to raid. And I might be face camping with Hunters tomorrow. I might be face camping with Hunters tomorrow. I don't know. I have to think about it. Oh, I need to do the calculations first. We need to look at our statistics. But good game, guys. Good game. I was hoping for another 4K. But those are super rare, unfortunately. GG's, guys. Oh, sometimes I love Dead by Daylight. You can tell that her MMR is way worse than Bubba's. And you know what's funny? Her MMR is worse, but I 4K almost every single game with Amanda. I can't remember the last time I lost a game with her. Maybe her MMR is not bad. I don't know. Didn't they say something about adding decaying MMR to the game? Do you reckon that's for individual killers? Because I haven't played her in a hot minute. But it's just hard for me to imagine her MMR being that bad. Whatever. Alright, let's do some quick maths. And then let's find a beautiful raid recipient. Quick maths, my beauties. Quick maths. Who do you guys want to see me face camp with? I'm curious. Who would you guys face camp with if you had a choice? Tell Brother Love the truth. I can take it. I'm a man. Okay, how many negative comments did we get today? I only think we got like 1 negative comment. And positive, did we get any GGs? I think we did get 1 GG. The most impressive thing of all was that there were 0 cheaters today. I'm going to be completely honest with you. That's spectacular. 0 cheaters today. So let's copy. Paste. Games 91 to 100. And we are 1% done, baby. 1%. Absolutely pogtastic. Poggerific. I like green. Green is a pretty color. Yeah, so we had 0 cheaters today. Boo! I think we had no Kobe's today too. Really? Let's do some stats. We had 1 loss. 5-8-26. 5-8-26. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 26 minus 3 is 23. 20, 18, 8, 3. Let's see what we had for 3Ks and 4Ks. 3Ks is 13. 13, so 12, 10, 7, 3, 1. So if we do some quick math, 3, 4, 5, 6, that means we must have had 4 4Ks today. Hey! What do you know, ladies and gentlemen? 40% 4K rate at the highest MMR. Not bad. We would have done better if we could have removed the 0K. It makes my tiny little killer heart sad to have a 0K. Big sad. Let's see. How many DCs do we have today? 19, 1, 15. 19, 1, 15. So 0 hatches. 19, 17, 16, 13, 12, 6, 2, 1. 1 DC today. And I already forgot how many Kobe's. 15. All right. 11, 10, 9, 5, 2, 0 Kobe's. Yep. So we played 10 games today. The pig game doesn't count in these statistics. That's just us doing a daily or something. We faced 40 players. Our kill percent equals... Actually, can't I just copy the day before or something like that? No, I can't. Let's see, I could just add these. 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 18, 19, plus 6 is 25, 26. We had 26 kills today. Boo! That's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's kind of sad, Brother Love. It's kind of sad, bro. Copy. Paste. So we had a 65% kill rate today and a 50%... No, that's not possible. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I mean, I'm looking right at... Did it not copy the formula? It didn't copy the formula. Why? Because I just did the math myself? Yeah, that's why. All right, 40% 4K rate. 4 out of 10 is 40%. Super simple math. Okay, so the total number of players that we have faced is 400. The total number of kills that we have is 26. So that's 285, 291. That's not too shabby. The total number of games is 100. The total number of 4Ks is plus 4, so it's 48. And that's where we are after 1% of our journey, ladies and gentlemen. What a long, strange journey it has been. I'm completely happy with that. We're above 50% kill rate at the highest MMR. What's not to be happy about? And the only thing that brought us down was that one accidental game where we broke our chair. I mean, that's not going to happen every day, right? Yeah, I'm very happy about this. The doctor, bruh, you want me to quit DVD forever? Man, I can remember when I used to try and face camp with Trapper, and I couldn't even do it with Trapper way back, man. It was so frustrating. Everybody lived, and then I got cursed out in in-game chat, and I was like, I don't understand why you guys are cursing. Because you tried to face camp. I'm like, but you all lived. Like, hello? I failed. That was when the Krampus skin first came out, and I was not as good of a Trapper back then. Doctor, dude, there's no way. There's no amount of money in the world worth playing the Spirit or the Doctor. I'm just gonna straight up say that. Nurse, Spirit, Doctor, there's not a snowball's chance in Hades you're gonna see me face camp with those characters. Zero chance. Zero. Yeah, let's move this. Cut. What I might do, because this looks pretty, I might just name this section like Brother Love's trying to nerd out a little bit. We might name this section the Bubba Face Camp section. Bubba Face Camp 100 games attempt number 1. How about that? That sounds fancy. And so let's move these. Cut. Let's make it look nice. You got to make things look presentable. You know what I'm saying? Cut. Paste. Alrighty, and let's delete these cells. Now that looks so much nicer, doesn't it, guys? And what we're going to do is we're going to decide what killer we want to play next. We're at 1% of our total. Face Camping Challenge. We will just name it the Face Camping Challenge. And I wonder how high of a percent we can get with a different killer. Like, what if I was to try Demogorgon next? You know the percent would be way worse. But wouldn't that be fun to try? I am totally down for a Demogorgon game, ladies and gentlemen, for an attempt. I am down. Let's copy this. And we will paste it right here. And let's name this 2%. Let's name this let's do Demogorgon next. Why not? I am a demo main after all. Let's see, camp 100 games, attempt number 1. Yeah, that's correct. That's technically correct, which is the best type of correct. So this would be games 101 to 110. This will be 111 to... Oh, I see what I did. We played extra games. Yeah, that's going to throw us off a little bit. We might have to expand this a little bit. What just happened? Thought I heard a sound. Yeah. We might need to expand this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need room for 2 more. Cut. Paste. Let's just copy this twice. How about that? Let's make it simple. Paste. And if we play some extra games, we can always come back and fix it later. Paste. Here we go. Looking good, ladies and gentlemen. I am excited. So the only problem with what we're doing, really, is we're not going to have a running total of this number, but we can do that at the end. You know, it's not a big deal. We can add all those numbers up at the very end. Oh, I messed up right here. Let's cut. Paste. There we go. All right, 111 to 120, 121 to 130. $131 to 140. Bruh. What did I even do right there? Let's see, 141 to 150. Yeah, this should be interesting. This is going to be a nice little change up. That way it doesn't get too boring. 181 to 190 and 191 to 200. All right, I think this looks beautiful. I think this looks beautiful. I think this is gonna be just fine. And yeah, we'll do Demogorgon next. What I'm trying to figure out is there a way to save all this information and just roll it forward? I don't know. I don't know. pretty happy with these stats. I'm going to be honest with you. Obviously, we need to delete all this. Unless there's a way to just roll it all together. I'm not smart enough when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm going to have to do it at the end, I think. Which would be 3 years from now, so we're not in a rush. We are in no rush, my friends. One thing's for sure, we got time. Well, I mean, as much time as the good Lord gives us, right? Delete, delete, delete. I think we're ready for showtime. Brother Love is going to spend the rest of the day daydreaming about what is a good Demogorgon face camping build. I think we'll do demo next. Big stretch. Big stretch. And let's see what's going on in chat. Anything? Also add one broken share. Yeah. And if Hamburger couldn't choose Doctor, he would choose Huntress or Demogorgon. Yeah, I think Huntress is going to be very successful. Let me just say that. I think Huntress is going to be very successful because the weakness of Bubba is he can be ran for 5 gens. Huntress, I suppose they could hide from you really well, but once you find a survivor, you most of the time down those survivors. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time you do well. So I can see myself doing Freddy, Huntress, Twins, Trickster, Demogorgon, Bubba. And maybe we'll have a good rotation of 10 killers. And we'll just get 10% with each killer. And that'll make it nice and fresh. So we don't get too burned out, right? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's save this. And let's change our statistics everywhere so everybody knows what our current stats are. Today's stats and current stats. So let me hide my screen. Don't want you guys seeing my Amazon information. You'll be like, Brother Love, you buy boiled peanuts? You're such a weirdo. I do buy peanuts, but I boil them myself. Let's go to my Twitch page and let's update today's Twitch. Then I'll go to my Steam and update Steam. This is called the Face Camping's Greatest Experiment. We're Toxic Elite, Face Camping. Yeah, okay, so let's just delete the Bubba from that title. Bubba is definitely our best killer though. So we're 95 and 5. We have, what's our kill rate? Overall, 73% and 48. Okay. We lost 1% of our 4K rate. Feels bad, man. We lost 1%. It's not the end of the world. Dude. Alright, we were 95 and 5. That's most excellent. Save it. And then I'm going to go to my Steam profile and fix that. Ten face camps today is an experiment, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Let's remove Bubba's name. And for 100 games, how many kills did we have? We had 291 kills. That's really good. You can't complain about that, ladies and gentlemen. What, we were at 48% here? And what percent of cheaters did we end up with? Let's do some quick math. Calculator. Do some quick maths. Let's see. Total number of cheaters were 23 in 100 games. So 23, 100, 23%. So our 0% today only brought it down by 1%. But if we divided it by, let's see, cheater hacker rate per game. If we divided it by survivor, what would that look like? So 400 survivors, 23 cheaters. I guess that's not so bad when you think about it that way, right? Is that a mere 5%? Is that what that's telling me? See, 4% would be, no, that's 0.5%. So on average, that's 1 out of every 2 games, right? Yeah, 1 out of every 2 games. Easy math. There we go. Did I do that right? Gosh, it's hard to think sometimes. No, I don't think I did that right. No, the math is correct because that's 1 survivor's cheating out of every 8 survivors. So another way of saying that is 1 every 2 games. Yeah, that's correct. That is mathematically correct. There we go. But we had 0 cheaters today, so that's a good job, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, today was a much improved day. Well, I think we've nerded out to our maximum, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've I think we've been as huge of a nerd as we possibly could right